Hello, everybody. It's me, Shad Polynerdic, back with more Alan Wake 2, the final draft. We're getting close to the end of the run. We spent some time in the previous video running around, collecting all the stockpiles and the nursery rhymes, and I believe we uncovered that Saga's dad is Warlindor. We shall see. Because the last doll we got was sure as hell Warlindor holding a baby. We've got one stockpile to get. We've petted all the deer heads. We've basically did all of the side stuff. And now it's just a matter of getting to the end of the game. So I'm going to switch to the game before I play too much further in, because I've already moved on from the save point. Sometimes I forget. I used to do that when I'd go live all the time. I gotta get my internet fixed so I can stream live again. It's been over a year. I miss being able to actually talk to people while playing. We'll be back here shortly enough, but I did find out I'm not going to be able to finish one of the cases because in order to get here, I'll even show you. This is a dumb thing on their part. They messed this up here.
Man in lab coat messes around and finds out. Called it.
So that one's done. We can't close the lunchbox case because this last piece we're going to need, we have to talk to Rose before she disappears. So I'll get this last lunchbox at some point. Where is the last lunchbox at Cauldron Lake? Hold on. Hold on just a second. There's a lunchbox we have not recovered, but it's not on the map anywhere. Interesting. We left the trickster doll. That's fine, though. Interesting. I wonder if there's a lunchbox that pops in during the end game. Anyway, we can't finish that case because Rose is gone at this point in the story. That really sucks. You shouldn't be able to have I hate when games do that. Fucking hate when games do that. Because the next time we see Rose, we'll be Alan. We won't be Saga. Does it still show a manuscript page here on the ground? It does. Shows I'm practically right on top of it. Little buggy. Little buggy. I don't like that there's a manuscript page that I apparently cannot pick up. Yeah, that's what I said, Omar. I don't know if you heard him. He's a meow. Very talkative little fella. Meow. I'm gonna look on the internet real quick. Yep, manuscript page next to car, Bright Falls. Good, okay. I have to complete the sheriff's station, and then that'll show up. Interesting that it's already being flagged as present. Thank you, Reddit.
Okie dokie. I don't like the sounds coming from the station.
Not a fan, though, of honestly how Google searches are. You get an AI entry, which is terrible, and then you get a Reddit thread.
Power's out. Always a good sign.
Yeah. Great sign.
There's Taken inside. Holding cells. Is that where they're keeping Wake?
It would make sense.
Door's locked, though.
Because the power's out. I'm going to deal with the Taken.
Anyone here?
I'm here, in the closet.
Agent Estevez? Is that you?
Anderson? Didn't I tell you to fuck off?
Looks
I
like
love
it's a good
Estevez.
thing I didn't.
Looks like. My leg's busted, so I'm gonna need your help. Listen, there is a person out there with you invaded by something that we call the Shadow, and if you don't...
Taken. Yeah, I'll handle it.
Where are they? Stand here.
Crap!
Didn't even use the big guns.
All clear, Estevez. That leg doesn't look good.
Feels
The other
even
one
worse.
looks great, though.
But thanks for saving the rest of me.
I loved what you did in Star Wars.
We should talk.
Battlefront, the story.
Have you found my partner, Agent Casey?
Yeah, we found him. Out in the woods. He had a close encounter with the Shadow, and it did something to him.
Is he okay?
He's alive. We took him down to the morgue for an examination. Haven't heard anything since the attack.
What happened here?
Where to fucking start? Ugh. We came to check out a system alert at Cauldron Lake, but it's worse than we could handle. Real boondoggle. The police, my own agents, most were invaded before we could even react.
What did the FBC come here to do?
Bright Falls is the site of a recurring Altered World event. The Shadow is stronger than we expected. We're low on resources, problems at HQ. But we do have equipment for dealing with the shaded threat. We were just caught off guard before we could set it up.
Where is Wake? I know what's going on here. Wake can fix this.
No, he can't.
Alan Wake is a para-utilitarian. The word's a mouthful, so you know it's serious. We have him locked up in the holding cells per protocol. He's connected to the Shadow in some way.
Estevez, I need to see Wake. How do I get into the cell block?
Okay. Protocols don't mean that much at this point anyway. Don't make me regret this, Anderson. Until the power's back on, the door to the holding cells won't open. There's a fuse box downstairs in the basement.
Of course there is.
Here. I'll need these keys.
Back into the morgue, huh? Fantastic.
Dead cops everywhere. This guy fucked things up, but I shot him in the head 3 times. Cases, wake and the clicker. Boom, 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 boom. Fuse box and the cell door. Do 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 do.
The cell door won't open without power.
Yep. Are these ready yet? No? Okay. Jeez. Let's go downstairs into the spooky basement. Wait, do they unlock that other door where I can possibly get some ammo? Aha, they do. I don't remember if there's any ammo in here, but it's worth looking. Can't wait till we can go to the lake house. We already got the shotgun, so we're good there. What? That was the door. That was the door. Okay. No additional ammo in there.
Did you read me, Anderson?
I read you.
Well,
Have you
I hear
had our frequency this entire time?
Eavesdropping is a big part of the job. But no, I got it from your partner. Anderson, look for a fuse to replace the blown out one in the fuse box. That should get the power going again.
Yeah. On it.
Ammo? Ammo. Awesome. Like, see how I could not access this without the bolt cutters that I got in the previous chapter? Like, that's how all things should be in this game. Like, don't leave anything where I can't get to it.
Another cult stash?
Last one, too.
A key? That's new.
Lighthouse key. Haha. What totally was not in there the first time we came through. Caseboard. Cold stashes. Case closed.
That's all the stashes. These people were well prepared.
Well, I still wonder what these... I've carried these clues almost the entire game. This is where the blown fuse goes once we find it. Yeah? Yeah. Come up. Come up, buddy. Say hello to Omar, everybody. He's here. You wanna mark my hat? Okay. Good boy for the most part. Gets into some trouble sometimes, but doesn't make him any less of a good boy. It's really something when you have the unconditional love of a cat, because they're so selective. Trying to see where the fuse goes when we get it. Not in here. Casey's shooting people. Be right there, Casey. I gotta take a moment to look around. You hold him off. Oh, buddy. It's nap time, apparently.
Stay the fuck!
Casey! Is that you?
Anderson?
Hold your fire! I'm coming in.
Here's Casey. I found him. I found him, Omar.
Hey, Anderson. Like what I've done with the place?
Could use a bit more light.
Bit more
Honey.
light.
How are you holding up?
Don't give me that worried look, Anderson. It's a flesh wound. Gave me a chance to have
Sure it is.
a nice chat about ex-wives with Kieran. Agent Estevez, I mean.
Making new friends, huh? I'm jealous. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What's the situation on your end?
What happened at the hotel?
Wake was telling the truth about the cult being after him. That thing, the dark presence, it's real too. I saw it. A fucked up monster cloud. Wake tried to warn me. It knocked me out. FBC found me in the woods later.
Watery turned out to be a good lead. Found the clicker and the cult. But the horror story's changing reality. Like Wake said it would.
Just like Wake said
Logan,
it would.
she's, the story claims she died here. But we can stop it.
Wait, Saga. What do you, Logan is gone. She has been. For a long time.
Casey's affected by the horror story, too. I'm fighting for them all now. I'm gonna fix this, Casey. You, Logan, all of it. I just need to get the power back on first.
Here, I found this fuse.
Give him hell, Anderson. Just remember, some things in life can't be fixed with a light switch. As for the power problem, here. I found a fuse on those poor bastards there.
I'll take care of it. Stay put, Casey. I'll let you know when it's safe.
I'm not going anywhere.
Anderson, good news, bad news. You can get to the cell block now, but the shaded hostiles that were in there are on the loose.
Thanks for the heads up.
late night poker game. Poker. Done and done. Not what I thought it was.
More coming down.
Couldn't escape its gravity.
Yeah, took
Situation
care
is
of
under
it.
control, Estevez. Coming back up.
Copy.
I did it. Turn the power back on. Good job, Omar. Thank you for your support. Couldn't have done it without you. Save. Where's the save room? It's at the end of the hall. What we got here? We got 28 rounds on the shotgun, 31 on the rifle. Oh, we're doing good. Who knows what we'll find at the lighthouse or wherever we go with the deer head, because we still have that to handle.
Dr. Jules Marmot sprinted down the corridor. His lab coat fluttered after him. Red lights flashed on the walls. Sirens screamed. Marmot couldn't stop smiling. It was his experiment that had triggered the alarms. In his world, alarms meant progress. This could be the breakthrough he had been waiting for. He would be the one to get his name in the annals of FBC history. Not his wife Diana. Not Darling, that smirking asshole.
Darling, Dr.
At the far
Darling.
end of the corridor, the lights suddenly blinked out. The red lights went dark with increasing speed. A wall of darkness rushing toward him. The alarms warbled and died. Marmot stopped in his tracks. Admired the purity of the darkness as it swallowed him. A final spark of pride flashed through his mind. This was his work. His breakthrough.
Why are we like one page away on almost all of them?
I can tell something is wrong. What's happening to Casey?
I'm a goner. Swell. A shadow crawling under my skin. In my head. Call my ex. Tell her I'm sorry. terminal case, Casey.
Something is wrong with him.
Does he have the
He's
cancer?
hurt worse than he says. He's scared.
Go back and talk to him.
I'll wait here.
Dude, you can get out. There's nothing going on up here now. That door goes in there. So does this one, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Shot the shit out of that fire extinguisher. Thinking it was a fuel lantern thingy. Where are you?
Anderson, over here.
Thanks for letting me run into the door before you said anything.
Got a little cramped in that closet.
What's going on?
We had a hell of a time avoiding those taken. Ended up back here. Anyway, I wanted to warn you that we have the Koskela brothers in the cells as well. They're the ringleaders of the Cult of the Tree. Don't let your guard down.
Is the FBC sending any help?
We were the help. Well, us in the lake house. But we still have Bureau gear specifically engineered to fight this threat. It's stored in the back lot. We were setting it up when the Taken interrupted us. We have light arrays, a containment cell, etc., etc. We are not out of this fight yet.
What's at the lake house?
It's a Bureau research facility at Cauldron Lake set up to study the effects of this AWE. When I got into town, I went there for backup. The whole station is lost, taken by the Shadow. Lost a lot of agents.
Can't wait for
I
that
got out
DLC
myself.
in October. 2 months.
Saga! Fucking FBI, FBC, you government fucks all fucking this up for us! Let us the fuck out!
You're the leaders of the cult. You're not going anywhere.
Wake will ruin everything. Get rid of him, Saga! You fucking shot me! Typical government stooge. Let me out so I can kill him, that fucker! You come to our town and act like you know what you're dealing with, but you have no fucking idea! Let us out!
I mean, he's
You
not
can't
wrong.
stop it,
Saga
none of you
didn't have
can.
any idea when she arrived.
We can take care of this. We've been preparing for this.
What about you, Jocko?
Saga, do you have it?
You wrote Logan into the story. You told me yourself. From the dark place.
Listen, Scratch is coming. He's close. He's almost here.
My daughter is dead because of you. She's a child. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm trying to fix this. I will fix this. I'll save everyone, but we're running out of time. I need the clicker.
I have the clicker. You will fix this. You will save my daughter. Promise me.
Yes, I promise. But we're out of time. Hurry!
Shit's getting wild.
Don't fucking give it to him! Kill him! He's a fucking monster, Saga! There it is. We've been waiting for you, motherfucker. I'm gonna fucking destroy you!
Took his gear, man.
Scratch is here. How do I stop him?
Bad news. The containment unit isn't prepped, but the lighter range can affect him.
How do I activate the lights?
I can turn them on from here. You'll need to prime the 3 power portals. Going FPC generator.
I need more time.
Man.
Got one.
2 more to go.
Damn it. Dude.
There must be a way to slow him down. Another core activated.
Only one left to break.
It's even better that I didn't. If you watch the first playthrough, I totally fucked this part up. And with the consequences.
Scratch was here. He'll be back. What the fuck do we do now?
Solid question, honestly.
Scratch's wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
The dark presence is vulnerable against bright light. At least that makes sense. I assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
The Big Apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was.
To just standing there while she spaces out.
Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
We've got 4 clues, 4 later. Don't like it.
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team. Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. I had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, well, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough. The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story. The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
This is the kind of case my ex hated. The ones that might kill me.
That's...
No.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake, manipulating me. What does he want from me? No! I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful.
I hate the use of mind
Too
place.
powerful.
After,
Just his presence here makes me
Sherlock
feel sick.
popularized Mind
Like
Palace.
a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker. The cult didn't trust Wake. Or is it Scratch? Wake isn't the first person the Dark Presence disguised itself as.
Back around to the case board. I'm glad you can activate it from across the room.
I know what is real and what isn't. A megalomaniac writer can't make me doubt that. I have more family than I even knew. And I need to protect them all. I need to know what information I can still trust.
Tor, Grandpa, I need to talk to you.
Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece.
1 in every
Wake up
33 people in the
and
U.S.
smell
have
the
that
danger.
virus that's
We
the pandemic's
told you
over on.
already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying. The lake is a gateway to the dark place.
Yep.
What
Sure
the hell is a para-utilitarian?
Alan is a para-utilitarian.
The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
Still have all these damn... it bothers me so much that I have so many available for later things.
A pale balloon in the sky, float and sink deeper. Night springs when bright falls for this sleeper. The surface disturbed, the reflection now a traitor. In the cavity of the skull, turned to a crater. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone.
This is the ritual. Don't worry, everybody. Police department's safe. We took care of everything. Ain't nothing to worry about, everybody. You can get a really shitty picture. Try to take a photo in the dark, dude. Ah, there it is.
After getting his hands on the FBC files, Ilmo Koskela knew what he was up against. He masterminded the cult, his and Yako's army, to fight the fucked up horror lurking under the lake, and a plan to keep those feds in their bunker by the lake in the dark. Outsiders would only screw things up. The Koskelas sabotaged the FBC's monitoring station and rigged it to alert them when something was brewing at the lake. One time months later, when the alarm rang, they drove to the lake again, ready for a fight. But this time, they didn't find any monsters. Something else washed ashore. The light switch. They'd read how Wake had stopped Jagger with it in the stolen files. From that point on, whenever the cult caught someone taken over by the Shadow, they cut out the monster's heart, pushed the switch into the hole, and flicked it.
I was just checking something about Coral Island.
I think you may be right. Might have been a mistake to come here. I don't think
Oh shit, a deer. That's what petting all the deer heads get you. A room with more stuff in it. Some ammo. A flare. Stuff. Fitting that the deer would lead you to a room with with arrows in it. And deer skulls in this room. Definitely take the shotgun ammo. Yeah, hell yeah. Got some batteries. Some more rounds for that gun. Awesome. Alright, I hope between this and the lighthouse we have enough stuff to like really kick some ass. Because we're nearing the end. We're real close. I did not expect to see a deer I thought that I was gonna go to that deer head and then get like a key or something. A little watery.
It's empty. There's nothing there. Just darkness.
Since we have the lighthouse key. I don't think I've ever been at Watery when it's dark like this. Go ahead and reload as soon as we can get the gun out. Scared the shit out of me. Man, what are you doing this far out here? You know it's dangerous to stand around in the dark. Christ. Okay, cool. There we go, fully healed. Getting to the lighthouse now. Fucking dark. Wanna make sure I have, well shit, I can't. Crap. I wanted to make sure I had room for anything I find up here, but I'm stacked, like completely stacked up and full. I don't like the way that bush moved. It was suspicious. No returned enemies, huh? Well, that's fantastic. Oh, there we go. More inventory space. Hell yeah.
They're too old to fight monsters. The torchbearers are done. We need something new. Ilmo took a long drag from the joint and handed it to his brother. They've been drinking and smoking all night. That thing from the lake was not a man, and the government's trying to hide it. Ilmo gestured at the files they had stolen from the research station. A strange seal with an upside-down pyramid. The Federal Bureau of Control. We need to keep the feds away. Deal with this our way. We need an army of our own. Yako smiled. He loved to watch his brother come up with his ideas. Ilmo's gaze swam. It was seeing double. The pyramid on the folder was a spruce tree. A tree, he thought. A fucking tree. It was a sign. We'll make the woods scary again. So fucking scary, no one will set foot in them at night. That's how we'll keep people safe. We'll be a legend. We are the cult of the tree, and we watch in the night. We're gonna need scary masks. Energized, Yako chugged a bottle of Ama beer in one go.
Yeah. I'm gonna make things scary, man.
This has got to be an Ilmo idea.
Ilmo Koskela had jolted awake from a nightmare. He was drenched in sweat. In the dream, he'd been covered in blood, gleefully murdering people, his friends. When his twin brother had tried to talk sense into him, he had murdered Yako as well. Ilmo slammed his fist into his temple so hard it hurt. The dream made him feel sick. The dark force of the lake was growing stronger. It was trying to make Ilmo and Yako something they were not. Trying to turn them into Ilmari and Yakapi Huatari from the early days of Watery. But they were the Koskela brothers. Their mother had not raised them to become murderers. They had backbone. They had honor. They had finished Sisu. Something bad was coming. The hidden device they had hooked to the FBC station had been intercepting alarms like crazy the past few days. Ilmo would make sure his cult was ready for war. Out in the night, the story seeking to give birth to an overlap in Watery drifted on, looking for another pair of men more prone to corruption.
So we still missed one in initiation. Got all those. Oh, we're one more way there. Everything in here except for those two things. The trickster doll moved to here. Interesting. Not sure why that would have happened, since we left it in the cabin elsewhere. Not really thrilled with the ammo reserves we picked up. Let's see. Let's discard that. One charge to the flashlight, stun enemy on boost. Know what those ones do. Shuffling things around. There we go. Fantastic. Let's move the shotgun ammo down to here. There. Alright. Needlessly complicated arrangement of things. Make our way down. We're so close to ending this. Again. This person's brave. Or dumb. Like, why the hell would you stand that far outside the light? Also, where do people, other than the trailer park, where do people live in this town? I mean, theoretically, there's got to be a whole other area of the town, right? That's so strange that it came back to here. I mean, because I 100% left it where I left it, you know? Where's my car? There it is. I was like, oh no, my car's gone. How do I get back? Right, Falls. Like, when we got the final deer head petted, and then we went to the mine place and spoke to the deer in the mantle and said, follow my twin, in the other office, I expected the deer head in reality to give me a key or something, like have it hanging on an antler or something. I did not expect to see an actual deer, or a spectral deer, as it were. The only question left is the locked door in the diner. How... Okay. That door in the diner you cannot apparently go through. So it's literally just there for the DLC, which if you watched the original playthrough, we totally went through it. Dude, you are not going to be able to get a picture in this lighting. Unless you're trying to take a selfie looking at the stuff back there, I guess. That might be what the intent was. I don't know. Alright, moving the story forward now that we did the things that we needed to do.
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. It definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do. The Dark Presence leeches onto artists.
Boom, there we are.
Manipulates their art. What power does it have by itself?
There's no more manuscript pages, though.
Investigating the story's lies led me to a family I didn't know I had. Or was finding them part of the story too. Maybe it doesn't matter. The clicker can fix this. But I can't use it without Wake. Tor knows about this stuff. Maybe he can help. Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place. I will use the clicker to change reality, and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
I managed to not finish this. Oh no, it is closed. Case closed.
I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good.
Hold on, I gotta go talk to this guy who lost his brother.
I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Yaku was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't
I
turn
do.
people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have. How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just a name did half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing. Not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
That's it right there. Boom. That's why they want to kill him.
Think, Saga.
Cult ritual. Nope. Cult goal? Possibly? Yep, there we go. Boop, boop, boo. Killing Taken.
Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Yaku. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side. If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time. Wrong place. Time to go, Yaku. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual. I'm gonna deal with the situation, Ilmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't let these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people. We'll do my brother proud.
Thank you, Ilmo.
My brother.
So the Cult of the Tree actually kills Taken. They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing's what it seems in this case. Too many stories contradicting each other. Too many versions of the truth.
We have a lot of catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end. This case is one for the books.
I see what you did there. So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. Wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling,
Yep.
there is no turning back. You sure you have it all figured out?
I'm ready to head to Cauldron Lake now. Let's get the plan started.
Okay, here we go. We'll be there for you. What do you need from us?
I'll head to Cauldron Lake with the clicker.
Scratch will try to get you, Anderson. You'll need backup.
I can tell there's no talking you out of coming, Casey. Estevez, is there a way to get that light array to the lake?
Oh, I've got you covered, so good news there. And we'll bring our mobile containment unit. It's specially built for entities like Scratch.
And this work of art, Anderson. What's the plan for that?
I'll make some calls on the way. Just meet me at Cauldron Lake.
Here we go. We're in the end game, sort of. Can't have the flashlight
Tor?
and the cell phone out.
I need the old gods of Asgard. I need a very special song.
Hell yeah! The tour bus is already loaded, and we've said our goodbyes. Ready to hit the road, just like the old times, baby.
You saw this coming, huh? Of course. I need a song about Alan Wake. About bringing him out of the dark place.
A rider. A lake of darkness. Bringing him into the light. It writes itself.
I hope they've still got it.
Me too. This is not nearly as good as the We Sing sequence, but it does work. It's like a spooky black spot there.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Here we go.
Pick up, pick up. David, please pick up.
David,
David, it's me. Where have you...
Stop. For once, you need to listen. You left me. You took my daughter away from me.
It's gonna be
then
like
you
midnight, 1
let her-
a.m. at the earliest on the
She's
East
dead
Coast.
because of you. And I don't ever want to hear your voice again. Stop calling me.
David!
Now the end game takes a bit.
Jesus Christ. It's getting worse. It's spreading. I'm running out of time.
In fact, we're going to record a second video here. As soon as we get to a point where I can take control and pause. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. As we built towards the finale, the next video will be the rest of the game, including credits and stuff like that, to see how the final draft ends differently. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I can't wait to get it to it, so let's get going.